Hunslet 2 years ago. Well, that was the last game he scored in for more than a season. And here's why. This is the Andy Bateman you may not have seen before. He devoted himself full-time to his duties with the West Yorkshire Fire Service. But now Andy Bateman's on Rugby League's ladder of success again and raring to go this afternoon. So are we. There's Sheffield against Leeds and the Yorkshire Cup final preview to come. But now to guide you through the action here at Wilderspool, David Watkins and John Helm.
Warrington against St Helens, always one of the matches of the season to savour. And Bishop gets his first touch, and now Mike Gregory. Astonishing to think that he was playing and leading his country in a test match against New Zealand yesterday, David Watkins.
Yes, it certainly is. That's a sign of the times. The clubs demand the players' time as well, and quite rightly so. And it'll be interesting to see how these players really settle down in the game today.
Both Mike Gregory and Paul Loughlin, of course, on test duty yesterday and here on league duty today. Warrington in the possession. Their new strip this season. One is the V, and we've now got hoops, and what a good start for young Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop playing his first full game at Barrow during the week. He's had a lot of experience down under. The referee today is Ray Tennant from Castleford, and let's hope it's as good a match as it was when he officiated Sheffield Eagles against Widnes for us. Saints put in, and it's come out on their side too. Always a lot of needles in these Lancashire matches. Left out Cooper on that occasion. Now Paul Loughlin acting half-back. First touch of the game for Andy Bateman, the prop forward. Groves, along the line Neil Holding, and Forber. And Paul Forber's having a good season. Number 11 here. Being dragged about a further 5 yards on. And a nice little grubber kick from Neil Holding, but well picked up too by Warrington's wing Mark Foster. So the possession back for Warrington. Another 4 tackles. The second scrum of the game. Tony Burke unable to hold on against his old side. Neil Holding, what a great servant he's been for St Helens at scrum half to put the ball in. Out two, and here's Loughlin trying to open up some sort of a gap on the halfway line. Second rower Cosgrove, who's a new name in the St Helens ranks this season. Holding, he's a shrewd kicker, but that one came back, but it's given St Helens another chance with man. Cooper, a little reverse ball for Holding. Forber. And not a convincing first touch for Alan Hunt. The man who was snatched from under the noses of Wakefield Trinity last season. Roskell is the hooker. Malloy. Lost ball, says the referee. And at the moment, Alex Murphy's side in their best form since the cup final. They've taken the first 3 scrums as well. I think the referee's whistle's going to go in any case there. Well, David, there's never much between these two teams.
Well, no, Alex Murphy said before the game there aren't any easy games at Warrington, and that's certainly true. And he also did say as well that they have turned the corner, so it'll be interesting to see how well St Helens do play this afternoon.
Two of the great names in rugby league football, these, Warrington and St Helens, and Warrington have a chance for the first points of the match as referee tending towards the penalty here. And the decision from Captain Gregory is for Bishop to have a kick at goal. Now, of course, Warrington are missing their leading point scorer, Rocky Turner, today, who picked up an ankle injury in midweek at Barrow. So Paul Bishop here, attempting to collect his first points of the season. Good crowd here, as you can see. And all the Warrington fans willing this one between the sticks. Bishop looks a bit flat. Oh, dear. And a fumble behind the line. Well, he didn't really need to attempt to catch that ball. And he really fluffed it, did Tommy Frodsham.
That's really put Saints under pressure there, so it's a good penalty kick as far as they're concerned. They might not have got the points, but at least they're maintaining the pressure on the St Helens side.
Gregory will roar at the St Helens line, and he gets the ball away. Didn't matter it was on the ground because it was into a wide open space. Now Tony Burke, I'm sure he really wants to do well, this fellow, against Saints, having played for them for so many years. Mr. Man out, and Warrington have chances here. A rampaging run, and the ball inside is from Malloy. 5 yards out, perhaps even less. It's a really good break though from Neil Harmon. Bishop trying to funnel away through, and plenty of men up here, and Bishop's fumble allows the ball to go back into St Helens' hands. But it's a really good effort from Neil Harmon.
It certainly was. The forward spin to pass quite well there. A little indecision by Paul Bishop there cost him the ball, and of course it has given St Helens a chance to clear their line.
So no points on the board yet. Here's Vivas for St Helens. Good full-back play that. He did well to get that ball away for David Tanner. Vivas in the line, and Vivas makes the break through the middle. He's got support from Forber. Lovely ball as well for Forber. He tries to take up Desmond on the outside. Gets the ball away to his wingman. Hunts ball down. But really good attacking, enterprising play that, with Forber up there in support of that break from Vivas, and the best we've seen of St Helens.
It certainly is, and that's one of the advantages of having a forward out wide. Vivas came into the line then, had Forber on his outside, and of course he immediately brought in the wing to play. Just watch this now. Vivas now takes the man. That's the indecision. The standoff half didn't know quite what to do, whether to stay out or come back inside. Vivas paps inside. Forber running on the burst, turns Drummond inside out, gives the wing the opportunity, but he was pinned in, and the defence did well to bring him to touch.
Bishop's heavily involved in this match, as is the prop forward Malloy. And it's Bishop. Warrington just looking for a gap anywhere. The Saints line holding good at the moment. Gregory. Drummond, back for Gregory. Now they swing it left. A lot of St Helens men to beat here. Really good running once more. This time it was Tony Thorniley. First try could be critical in this match. It's on the last tackle now, and there could well be an attempt to drop goal. Bishop's in reasonable position for one. Here he goes, Paul Bishop, and it's the first point of the game. And it's gone to Paul Bishop. It's his first point of the season. Warrington 1, St Helens 0. Paul Bishop the scorer, and an important point nonetheless.
Yes, it was an important point. They put a lot of pressure on the St Helens defence. It looked well marshalled, the defence did, and Bishop took the other option, and that was to drop a goal and give them a 1-point advantage.
And St Helens bench, Nick Powell is down there. I wonder what's happening down there.
Well, they're not very happy, John, really, with the way things are going. They want the halfbacks to run more. Alex Murphy actually shouted out to Shane Cooper, the captain, said, Tommy Frodsham and Neil Holding might as well be down here with me. They want him to run it more, John.
Forber. Frodsham and Holding in harness again, and Frodsham trying to find the gap. It hasn't been the best of displays from Tommy Frodsham so far, but apparently he's done extremely well since his transfer to the club. He's played a lot of second division rugby. Here's a first division campaigner. Oh, Neil Holding, he was caught around the jaw, and this could well be a sending off. It is for Paul Bishop. Well, you saw Holding's reaction immediately. Bishop's gone. And the head tackle still remains one of the worst things in this game. It looks like 10 minutes.
This is the thing, they've been trying to get down the middle. Now Holding's deft footwork takes him out of a couple of tackles. He now starts to straighten up. Bishop is beaten by that, and there's no doubt at all about it. And one has to say that Tennant, the referee this afternoon, has been rather alert. He's picked up one or two things to knock on in the scrum, and he most certainly was a witness to that and did the right thing by sending Bishop off.
Very straight kick for Paul Loughlin. He kicked 5 for Great Britain yesterday. He's kicked 1 so far for St Helens today. And the Saints are in the lead. He looks a very lively prop forward to me, does this fella, and he wants some more of it. The penalty is against Man for not throwing the ball correctly. So David Lyon is called forward by Mike Gregory, and that's a sensible thing to do because it wastes up a few more seconds while they are down to 12 men. So Lyon takes over kicking duties from Bishop, and with more success as well. It's a very good kick, actually. Got colossal height on it. Warrington 3, St Helens 2 now. Frodsham, the Bateman. Oh, Bateman half makes the break. Frodham's at his shoulder, and Frodsham keeps going. Gets the ball away for Loughlin. Now Alan Hunt, if he can squeeze in at the corner, there's a try for the Saints. And he canters over, but it's a forward pass. Disallowed. Can't believe it. Disappointment for Alan Hunt. He's been knocked into touch a couple of times, and when he does wriggle free, they're hauled back.
Yes, they certainly know now they've got to move it out wide. They broke the tackle here. The ball was moved out. And Frodsham now starting to show some of the form that he has can do. Drew Drummond in on the inside. Loughlin saw the man clear on the wing. Hunt turned. Look how he left outside Gregory, but it was a forward pass. Of that there was little doubt.
Well, St Helens really would like to get some points on the board, while Warrington have that man off, and here they come. And this must be a good chance. Man, though, it's a fine tackle on him. So he does take some stopping when he's rampaging through like that. Now Cosgrove. Still another 4 tackles, though. This is probably the best chance that St Helens have had for a try, apart from that forward pass to Hunt. 3 to come. Holding. Crafty customer Holding, and Loughlin's there. He's held out. 8 yards out. Groves tries to find a way through for himself, and the stretch is by Paul Forber. Well, he's always there when it matters, this man. Paul Forber's having a wonderful season of try scoring. That's 5 for him. What a good effort it was. He was made of elastic there.
Well, they've stretched and stretched this 12-man defence, and they're still plugging for it. And that was a superb inside pass there. And look, the defence can't hold him. Forber crashes over for an important try.
6-3 is the St Helens lead. Paul Loughlin has the sort of boot that can turn that into 8-3. And he must be feeling pretty confident about his goal kicking. after his Great Britain exploits, and he is. It's his second goal, and it's 8 points to 3 now. Saints are in front.
Alex, you're in front. If you take your chances, you could be even more in front.
Yes, I think we're really looking the better side. The thing I am concerned about is we're giving some silly penalties away. We're playing some good football, but our tackling could be a lot better.
You've got your half-backs moving a bit better now.
Yes, we have. They're starting to listen to what's been going on, and if they can't hear me on here, there's a problem.
Alex, I'm sure they listen to you. Thanks very much indeed.
I was just going to say, if anybody can make himself heard above this din, it's Alex Murphy. Holding it. Well, there could be danger here. Oh, that wasn't a good enough pass. I've got the feeling that might pull a bit of gap opening up there. It's this fella holding in possession once more. A wily little player. They're up for the tackle. Ryan hauled down, and these are good tactics from St Helens, from Neil Holding now.
Yes, you have to admire St Helens. Their defence has been very well marshalled, and really Warrington haven't given them too many troubles except for the opening stages. They're settling down, they're moving it out wide as well. They can't find gaps also in the Warrington defence, but they most certainly are playing well.
Well, Warrington haven't tasted defeat this season, so they won't enjoy it being in arrears. Burke takes Warrington to within a yard of halfway. Now they should get over them halfway mark. In fact, they can't, and that's again down to the Saints tackling. Bishop, reverse ball inside, and here's a sprightly run, and this looks better for Warrington. Can Gregory hold on? He couldn't, but it might still come into Warrington hands. Goodness gracious me. It's all over the place there. One of the touch judges is on as well, by the way, so it's all happening down here at the moment. And nobody's fighting for the moment, so I'm not quite sure what it's all about. And, having had a consultation with the touch judge, referee Tennant says it's a penalty for St Helens, and I think that Captain Gregory and half-back Bishop are making inquiries. And well, Loughlin is going to have a crack. Here he goes, and it's got the length, and no, it's not. Well, one of the touch judges started to raise the flag and then changed his mind. So Loughlin's failure means it's half-time here. Alex Murphy and the rest of the backroom staff go to join the team in the dressing room for their half-time lemons. And it's been a hard-fought half. Just the one try for Fulber, for St Helens. A couple of goals for Loughlin, and Warrington's response simply a penalty from David Lyon and a drop goal from Paul Bishop.
Rob, you started well, Warrington, but really you've not been in the game the last half hour or so.
We haven't been respecting the ball enough, and we've been squandering possession. We've got a very small pack, and we've got a very mobile pack, and if we don't have possession and run with the ball, we don't make a lot of headway against the big packs.
So what's the message going to be at half-time?
I think it'll be to respect the ball a bit more. We've got to move up a bit more in defence because they've got a few danger men there, and we've got to get up on them big blokes like Fulber and some of the backs like Loughlin before they get a move on.
And you'll be back in the action soon?
Hopefully, yeah. I just got to get right, and I was hoping to play today, but I wasn't right today.
Well, thanks very much indeed. We're back in the action in the second half with John Hell.
Paul Loughlin stretches those great long legs of his. He's spider-like at times, Loughlin. So this is how the first half has gone in terms of statistics. Warrington taking the scrums 8-5, and they won a vital one against the head, close to their own line. But the penalties, well, pretty close. St Helens conceding one more than Warrington. And Warrington have made 3 more errors, 11-8. But we're right back with the action in this second half now. And David, I was saying it could really do with a good try at the start of the second half just to get the impetus going.
Yes, it certainly can, and I think Bob Jackson was right, you know, that they've got to run it about a bit. They've got to make sure of their passes, because otherwise this Saints side is working very hard at the game this afternoon, and they look at the moment to be far better equipped.
And it's St Helens with the ball. With Frodsham. Tommy Frodsham spent a number of years in second division football with Blackpool Borough, the old Trafford Borough as well, but he's very much part of this St Helens side, and a good football as well, and a good pick-up by Mann. Oh, Mann sets off, Herring for that line again. Oh, that loses the ball now. It's a shame at the end of a run like that.
It certainly was, because that was a good run. That was a deft kick by Cooper, put it through the defence off the floor, picking it up. He picked it up well and ran through, but lost the ball, and that was vital. Just watch it here now. They changed the tactics a little bit there. Cooper sees the opposition. They didn't tackle him. Came around. Man picks it up on the burst. Now this is all good stuff. He really goes down, takes the defence in. He really needed to hold on to it, to play it back, to go forward again. But that wasn't to be.
So he's also sticking with that shirt. He doesn't want to let go of it, obviously. And it's St Helens in the possession with Forber, the man who's got the only try of the game so far. Holding it, Frodsham. Oh, good ball. I think it might well have been forward, but it was. Inevitably, as he turned, he threw it. So Bailey held on, but that's no good for him. Bishop asks Foster to do some running. I don't think you get very tight games here at Warrington. There's never much ask or give him. Party or the ball put down, and that's dangerous. Frodsham picked it up. Unfortunately for him, there was nobody alongside. Otherwise, St Helens might have been on a gallop. Holding. He's asked to come right to Mann again. There has been a fault about George Mann's play today. He's made some very good, strong, probing runs, but he's lost the ball on a number of occasions. Oh, he's a good break. Half break anyway by Peters. He's looking for that pass to Thornley. Oh, well taken by Rapati. Rapati steams away down that right side. And Des Drummond goes flying down the touchline. And it took two of them to tap him by the ankle just to stop him. But Drummond's speed was there. He looked for the world like a scorer. Warrington roared on by their crowd now. Make a mess of it, really. Des Drummond there really had a scent of the line, and I thought that Warrington were going to get a try. So he might have just hurt himself as well.
Well, really now they've had to move it wide, and this is what they wanted. Rapati makes the first real break now on Warrington side. He's got the Saints players not quite knowing what to do. A quick ball to Drummond, and only Des knows how to knock people off.
What a good tackle it was by Phil Vevers, and what a fine acquisition he's been for them when he came over with Mal Meninga. Everybody talked about Meninga and not about Vevers, but he's stayed the pace.
He really has. He's been a model, really, as a player.
Holding for Saints. Frodsham. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, it was for St Helens, not for Warrington. Penalty awarded for offside against St Helens. go again with Tony Bird. Eventually he'll be allowed to get up and play the ball. And now that he is, it's Malloy who comes on. Malloy, who came out of the amateur game, has never scored a try for Warrington, but he's not far short there. Now Sanderson, and Gary Sanderson, literally hauled back as he tried to stretch out Forber-like for the line. Warrington a real chance here now. Peters tries to get Harman over. It's more exemplary tackling. He's in there somewhere. This time they go right. Peters tries to find a gap and is ducked by two men. It's the last tackle though. St Helens continue to hold out. Bishop chips, so I think it's going to be too long, it is. So again, St Helens hold out, and Warrington really have got to try something a bit different.
Yes, they have, but Saints have really been models in this game. They've done things properly. They haven't been too complicated in their moves, and the defence has spread well and tackled when it really matters.
Bateman, 60,000 he cost from Hunslet, and proving a valuable player for them. Cooper, holding. Good angled kick. It means that Lyon's got to come across here, then Fields, and he has to take his time, as you can see. Lyon, a former Widnes player. On the bench today is Myers, another former Widnes player.
Come on, let's go!
Hoping to get his first run in the first team. Now we look at Bishop. Well, the crowd oohed a little, but that was a fair tackle. It was around the top of the shoulders, and it wasn't the head. Malloy. Well, they're still keen to move the ball around the Warrington, and Thornilly now. Thornilly is in a good scoring scene this season, and he's size 10 boots borrowed from one of the forwards. It was Harman who plunged forward, and Warrington certainly this half are looking a bit more lively, a bit more enterprising. Gregory's ball is a cracker, and Peters. Fine tackle again by Beavers. So that's two really good tackles he's made, one on Drummond and one there on Peters, but a penalty awarded. It wasn't for allowing the man up. Certainly Warrington are just beginning to sense their game.
Yes, they are there. Bob Jackson did make that point at half-time. He did say that they've got to move it about a bit. They've got to keep it running because they are light forwards.
Tony Burke. Tony Burke still. St Helens players frantically calling everybody back behind the ball. This is undoubtedly Warrington's best hope of a score so far, with another 4 tackles from here. The Saints' tackling continues to be good. Bishop. There's no way through there. Turned like a little corkscrew, but Burke. St Helens are really tackling everything that's moving. What can Bishop do this time? Finds Peters. Gregory. There should be a gap now. Thornilly. And again, when it just comes to the point where you think that they're going to find a gap for the try, they can't do it, and what's more, they concede a penalty down to crossing. St Helens have figured in some high-scoring matches this season. It's been their attack rather than their defence that's caught the eye. But today, David, it's really the defensive work that's got to be admired. Well,
they played well as a team today, and that really has been the stamp of the St Helens side. Warrington have been a bit frantic, moving it about a lot, dropping passes at the vital times, which has spoiled some of their play.
Good ball from Bateman to Frodsham, and Frodsham goes, and now he's pulled back from behind. Wants to get up and play the ball quickly. And complains to the referee that he wasn't allowed to do so, but in fairness, they'd only just made the tackle. Holding. Saints have chances here. A lot of men up if Forber can get the ball away. He's skidded along the ground. They're so quick, these fellows. Man. Cosgrove. Important now for them to drive in. Holding wants to have the drop goal though, and I think he's got it as well. He certainly has.
Neil Holding, such a good exponent of the drop goal over so many years. Gets his second of the season and nudges St Helens 9-3 in front.
Well, that's tactical appreciation, because Saints have defended for long periods in this half, and of course the first time they get down there they make it tell, and Holding did it, stood back and dropped a goal. A vital point, that.
All down to experience.
Oh, now they're in trouble. Warrington have it. Ball coming off the leg of Hunt. The penalty is given to Warrington. And the danger was it had to be Hunt who picked it up, otherwise they were going to concede a penalty anyway for offside, and that's exactly what has happened. It's a chance Warrington must take this to get themselves back into things. And it's the best side for Bishop, being a left-footed kicker. He seems distracted momentarily. Oh dear, it put him off completely, whatever it was, I think. And that really is the sort of miss that you wouldn't expect. Well, it's Murphy. And alongside him is Jeanette Smith, the club's new physiotherapist, appointed only on Thursday, and he daren't watch. Murphy's law. Warrington just have to keep plugging away and show their tenacity, but they've got their backs to the wall again now, thanks to Neil Holding's kick. He's orchestrated this second half performance, Neil Holding. It's some while since he won the last of those 4 Great Britain caps. He's already picked up his second drop goal of the season today. He'd like to add to that try list as well. This will be a good moment. Lovely shot that was, we'll see what they look for at the back of the scrum. Burke. Bishop. Oh, good ball back inside for Gregory. Once more, the St Helens spotting was excellent there. On occasion it was Forber. Now Roskill, chip through as well. Now if the ball holds up, oh, Vivas would have been in trouble. He kept his feet superbly, Phil Vivas then. He's had another good game, the fullback. Mr. Dependable. Oh, Harrison, I think, lost it. The referee's got to find out by going in there. I don't think he'll tell him. He did. Well, Warrington behind in this game. Their unbeaten record in danger. The crowd here has just been cheered by the news that Wigan are getting beaten by Castleford at Central Park. It's not a day for faint hearts, either out in the middle or watching. Sumner. To keep reminding ourselves of the score here. Warrington 3, St Helens 9. Bishop just clung on. Burke. That's a day for drop forwards. Bishop, the longer ball. Now Peters. Didn't learn to hold that pass. The referee's whistle is gone, and it's 6 tackles. So St Helens, while Warrington have to sort of rearrange, have the chance now as Harrison stretches that 6'5" frame over the halfway line. They come at them again, and here's a strong run from Bateman. Well then, this is where St Helens might just try and get far enough in front to make the point safe. Cooper, a little grubber kick from him, and another kick as well. Trevor should pick it up. He hesitated for a moment. Now he sets off, and he just manages to wriggle out with a second tackle. What a great day to be a winner. Bishop and Burke. Barges them off and then throws the ball rather loosely.
Neil Holding kicks ahead, and if the Holding gets there first, he's got to try. Referee says yes. It's a try for Neil Holding, and that might be enough to settle it. It's his first of the season. Well, we were saying a minute ago, if he could add to those 147 tries for St Helens, he might clinch a victory for the Saints.
Well, they've continued to throw the ball around all afternoon. It's been their downfall on many occasions. This one proved no exception. The ball goes loose, Holding quickly onto it, first over the line.
Well, it's beginning to look like a fourth successive win for St Helens now, and the first defeat of the season for Warrington. In front of their own fans too. Look at the rain coming down. It's looking like turning out to be a marvellous weekend for Paul Loughlin, a winner yesterday. But it's beginning to look as though he's going to be a winner today.
As he tries to tack on another couple of points here. That's a really excellent kick.
Beautifully potted. And Paul Loughlin takes St Helens even further ahead. It's now Warrington 3, St Helens 15.
Not a very nice day down here, but you're
It's a
enjoying
beautiful day. It's sunshine day. The weather doesn't bother us, and 2 points. What a good goal! Sorry about that. One hand again, but we have been the better side. We're playing some good football, and I think you know, we're looking like a side.
Just a case of being sensible now, isn't it?
Well, what we've got to do is discipline, and I think the lads realise it now that they've got the game for the winning, and we're going to win it.
Thanks very much indeed.
He was close to saying something he shouldn't have done. St Helens surely now look like taking the 2 points. St Helens have earned their success by a really resolute tackling stint. It has, David, really been a day for the forwards perhaps more than the backs, hasn't it? But St Helens have shown enough to reveal that they are back in this Scottish Championship race.
Yes, they most certainly are. They played well today, and Warrington have had one of those games where you'd like to start it all over again and do things all so differently.
Good catch by Loughlin. What else could Warrington have done, do you reckon?
Well, I think they should have had the ploy of moving the ball out quickly, wider. The passing should have been better. They've been a little too complicated, a result of which it's really all gone astray this afternoon against the St Helens defence that are covered very well on the outside.
Only 60 seconds of normal time remaining.
And he's still got a lot to say about it. No wonder he ends up hoarse every Sunday night.
And again, the wise old head of
Neil Holding putting the ball into the corner. Lyon.
Very little time left now, so the 2 tries for St Helens are going to be enough. Warrington's unbeaten record is gone.
It's a victory for St Helens and for Alex Murphy, and he shows his delight. 2 points safely pocketed, and St Helens, it has to be said, good value for their victory by 15 points to 3 here at Warrington. They've denied them even a try, and that is saying something. So Neil Holding has been instrumental in this success. He got a drop goal. He also got Saints' second try in that second half. A low-scoring game, but Warrington 3, St Helens 15, the final scoreline. Man of the match then, David Watkins.
Well, a good team performance by St Helens, but Neil Holding gets the Man of the Match award for a sound tactical game, kicking well to touch, drop goal, and of course that try that clinched it, quick following up of the breakdown in the Warrington defence.
Well, what it was, I think it was due to a good team performance. The forwards set a good pattern for us, laid a good foundation, and let the backs, let the backs move along and do the job. I think it was a good all-round team game, and it's knocked Warrington off the top now.
We didn't play to our full potential today. It was wet out there. We made a lot of mistakes, but all credit to St Helens. They played well, kept going. Second half, they had a good kicking game, and they had a good chase and pinned us down in our quarter. Sorry for the lads. We had a few times where we made the break and forced the last pass, and it was a 50-50 chance, and it seems like most of the ball went to ground. Just one of them things, we just got to pick ourselves up and beat Leeds on Thursday.
Leeds hooker Colin Maskell when he booted his team in front with a third-minute penalty. Sheffield's Mark Aston soon responded and maintained his record of scoring in each of the last 45 matches. The game's first try, though, belonged to Leeds. Craig Coleman hoisted an intelligent kick, and fullback Gary Spencer first did the catch in a handy position over the Sheffield line. Sheffield's Australian Test star Bruce Maguire showed his power in setting up a try for Andy Dickinson. And Aston's goal pushed the Eagles in front. But it was a seesaw match, and Leeds were soon ahead again. And it's David Heron justifying his move from loose forward to stand-off half with a rare try. And an excellent goal too from Maskell, 12-8 then to Leeds. Coleman's next contribution, a neat little drop goal, and 13-8 at half-time. Within a minute of the second half starting, it was 15-8. But Sheffield do have some steel in them, as they should, and they came right back into it. Dave Nelson's pick-up. No goal, but the lead was narrowed. Then Jeff Hardy led the next raid. But when the ball was lost close to halfway, Paul Dixon showed the strength of 3 men to hold off everyone and score a classic try for a prop forward. And now for a classic try of a very different sort. Gary Devorty showing the flair Leeds.
And 2 minutes later, they went further in front. A driving run from Carl Fairbank, who later won Bradford's Man of the Match award. Acting half-back is the man who stood in so successfully for Brian Noble as Bradford's hooker, Glenn Barraclough, and he sets up Neil Roebuck. This match had kicked off 15 minutes late because so many fans wanted to get in, but they'd all arrived in time to see Hobbs add on the conversion, and Bradford 8 points in front. Leeds' first points followed that crunching tackle by Fairbank on Gary Devorty. The referee, Robin Whitfield, decided it didn't warrant any more than a penalty kick, which Maskell plonks over for Leeds' first points of the match. And just before half-time, they got their first try of the match. Devorty beating Coleman. It's on the last tackle, so the intelligent kick through, and Phil Ford with the try against his old club. Maskell added the conversion. 8 points all the score at half-time. Into the second half, and Leeds scored first. Schofield's drop goal, Leeds 9-8 in front. Northern replied in kind. David Hobbs, his drop goal. Another one a few moments later from a real drop goal specialist, Paul Harkin. Watch the dummy. Bradford back in front, 10 points to 9. Then the try that Northern thought had probably sealed the match, worked out wide by McGowan. The fullback Errol Johnson sending Gerald Cordell over in the corner. This with 15 minutes left, and the crowd, the Bradford Northern fans among the 14,000, certainly enjoying it. Didn't enjoy the conversion quite so much. David Hobbs just wide with that. So Northern, having dominated throughout, had to withstand some severe Leeds pressure in the last 5 or 10 minutes. This the most dramatic moment of all. Coleman, Devorty, the ball finally worked out to the substitute Warren Wilson on the far side. Back it comes. Again, you'll see Coleman involved. Here he is as the playmaker. The ball switch, David Heron playing back in the pack again this week. And finally, it's worked out by Fawcett to Phil Ford in the corner for his second try of the match. Leeds within 1 point. It's all on Colin Maskell's kick, and he fluffs it. The hooter goes almost immediately,
And the Bradford fans are the ones who can celebrate tonight. Their club level on points with Leeds. It's Bradford 14, Leeds 13.
Hornets were at Elland Road, but it was Hunslet who actually scored first, and the try a gift. Colin Panola kicking ahead and racing away to touchdown. His first of the season, and an easy conversion for Wilkinson. But Rochdale are the league's top point scorers, and they were soon hitting back with a really excellent score. It was a long-range move involving winger Higgins. An excellent break by him, and good support as well from his centre. There may have been a forward pass there, but the referee saw nothing wrong, and the scorer centre Mark Lord. Hunslet haven't been having the happiest of seasons, but they stung the Hornets with the quality of their attacking play, rounded off here by fullback Paul Burrows. It was a game that toed and froed, and just when Rochdale needed some inspiration, they got it from John Woods, collecting the kick through and skipping through with the enthusiasm of a colt. A difficult kick for Steve Turner, but he was equal to the task. Hunslet kept plugging away and got their reward with Panola's second try in the corner. No goal that time, but now look out for one of the tries of the season. It belongs to Rochdale's John Higgins. No need for comment, just watch him go. A 90-yarder from Higgins, but some of that Hunslet tackling wasn't too good. The kick was, though. Now here come Rochdale again. But they're on the receiving end this time. Yet another interception by that handyman Panola. And that's his hat-trick. And 2 more points for Wilkinson. Hunslet still well in the game. But Rochdale confirmed their status as leaders with another excellent try. Booker Hall opening the way for Lord's second in the corner. And a great touchline goal by Turner. Just one more score to come, and it's the substitute forward.